Elves of the Woodland Realm are on the defense in today's Dawnless Days siege battle. And yes, if you're watching from, if you're watching these, like, in order of, so I guess they come out, there is back-to-back Dawnless Days videos for you today, and back-to-back sieges as well. And we have another glorious siege battle here for you today. We don't have a 2v1 like we did yesterday, but we do, in fact, have a 2v2. And I've been told this is a pretty damn close game as well, as with the glorious Gate Wardens here. One of my favourite factions, I feel like, for Lux is definitely the Woodland Realm. I think, if anything, maybe my favourite. I think just look at the detail. That helm looks amazing. It looks so beautiful. It really, really is. But yeah, we've got some of the top tier units here. Gate Wardens, we've got Hall Guardians. They brought a lot of them, which is interesting to see. Have cheaped out on the archers, all the Sylvan archers here, which might have allowed to afford a very elite core of troops here. And we've got Forest Sentinels as well. So yeah, I have a feeling this might be the reason why. Yeah, you've got cheap shock and archers, and then what do we have as a general? We have Thranduil as the general, and then a very elite core of Elven infantry. They are joined by Dale here today, who seems to be bringing a pretty generic sort of Elven build. We do have a whole, Dalian build. We do have a whole bunch of Warriors of Arda units, including the Lake Town Axe Bearers here, which do look very, very cool. But yeah, we'll get straight on into this one. As you can see, the attackers are moving forward. We do have HARAD on the attack with the support of their Umbar units, and then we also do have the Eastlings. So it's a sort of evil Eastern Manish attack here against a classic sort of alliance of Dale and the Woodland Realm. So good old good versus evil, that's for sure. And we do have the Carnage Sentries as sort of the main infantry. We do have the War Priests of Rune, which is a Warriors of Arda unit as well, which does kind of look like the helmet from Sutton Hoo, which is kind of cool. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. What else do we have here? We have Aduna Kori, Black Serpent Raiders, with Haradrim Lancers. Oh, they've dismounted one though, and put it onto a ram, which is an interesting use, and possibly I'd say a waste of a cav unit, that's for sure. We've dismounted Serpent Guard, which I think is another Warriors of Arda unit. They're going to be joining Umbar Warriors here. Looks like they're not going to fight for the walls though, which I definitely have had the shock infantry doing. These Ravanian Axemen, I feel like should definitely go into wall. Another Warriors of Arda unit. Here they go. Dale is now going up, abiding the Umbar forces here on the wall. Very, very nice to see. Well, I say Umbar, Haradrim forces, though they are Umbar units. They do look cool. I do like the Umbar units. They do remind me, like I've said so many times, of sort of House Greyjoy, just because of the color scheme, like the red and the yellow and the black. I'm clearly going colorblind. We've dismounted Serpent Guards over here fighting. I don't know how good these guys are. Warriors of Arda, I believe is balanced, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, they are probably like a tier 4 unit, yeah, so they're going to do well anyway. I are seeing pikes and spears defending the gate. Interesting. Definitely the attackers could just push up their archers and just try and focus it down. By them watch with not a high morale or high armored units. You definitely kill them off. And as you can see here, looks like Ravanian Axemen, they look like they're winning this fight. I think the Umbar usurpers, yeah, they're seeing a fair amount of losses. Towers probably aren't helping as well. More and more troops are landing Muhad Clubmen. They have managed to get some swords off the wall. It's the dismounted Serpent Guard. I'm surprised this unit isn't already in like a game as as sort of like a staple vanilla unit, to be honest. It kind of just gives vibes from Third Age, to be honest. The Serpent Guard, I think you can get them dismounted in that. I feel like it's just meant to be, and they look pretty badass, that's for sure. But yes, if you're a fan of all things Dawnless Days, oh, actually, I'll come back to sort of that spiel in a minute. We have actually got a massive breakthrough here. Dismounted Serpent Guard, I managed to get off the walls, and so have the Umbar usurpers over here. I think they must have pulled through because there was they were engaged against Ravanian Regents. Ravanian Axemen. Don't know what's happened to them, but yeah, they have they've managed to get off the walls and now fighting the elves, who should have an easy time of dealing with these guys. I mean, they're breaking off the walls, but they're just going to allow themselves to get encircled here. No real backup to support them. They pushed quite a way out from the wall, and there you go. The Forest Sentinels have surrounded them, and they've got no support up to try and shoot the shock, which I'm surprised we have not seen yet. The Haradrim archers are being very, very passive and could be up here blasting these Elven shock. Could really diminish their numbers quickly. make things worse, the Easterlings are not even landed yet. I mean, it doesn't even seem like the elves are really like set up properly. They've just got all their archers in the square here. Not really exactly a set up for battle, but yeah, Eastlings are Eastlings are not yet ready. They've got the polearms here. They're about to polearm shielded halberdiers. Is this a Warriors of Arda unit as well? I think it might be. It's a cool unit, that's for sure. Never seen these guys before. I like them as an idea though. We don't see enough like shielded halberds, and it looks like we're going to see Clan Axemen landings. We're going to try just cheap infantry. I remember when Clan Axemen used to be a bit of a meta. I don't think they really are anymore. What is getting focused on clan spears? Yeah, just a very cheap spear there. I think that's all part of a diversionary attack, and we're going to see a lot of these things here now landing on the walls. I don't know what unit this is. It's a Locrium Swordsman unit. It's another top tier swords unit that's added by Warriors of Arda. We do have Runic Warlords, which are our vanilla shock infantry. And here we go. Archers now getting into play here. As we have the HARAD fighting against the Umbar usurpers. Yes, as I was saying, or trying to say earlier, if you're a fan of all things Dawnless Days, Lord of the Rings, and you want to see more glorious sieges like this one here, do remember to leave a like, a subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. And if you have any glorious replays you want to send in yourself to have covered on the channel, then do send them into my Discord. The link, as always, is down below in the description. These poor shipmen are executing Locrium Swordsmen. Great use of the Javis here. This is a fresh unit, and they have been murdered as they land here. And they're now being executed by Ravanian Axemen. And I think the shipmen are coming into the back as well. Dale, yeah, really nice 1-2 there. Squash between swords and also shock. That's a very elite sword unit off the battlefield. Yeah, it's been failed to be used effectively. I think we've got the elves over here. Pinning, yeah, elves over here. Oh my gosh, they are stacking up stuff here. This is overkill, killing off all these Locrium swordsmen. So yeah, that's going to be easy. And yeah, the polearms there, the Hall Guardians racking up the chevrons. Seems like over here as well, the elves having a lot of success against Clan Axemen. Which you'd expect, to be honest. This is when you gotta send up these Clan Axemen, then start using your archers, Locrium bows back here, and yeah, these are all Locrium bows actually, so pretty mid-tier archers. Get them set up, start blasting these shock infantry. If they're gonna stand on top of this wall, get them up there. We have got, yeah, I see what the player's doing. He's using his cav and he's dismounting them, then sending the riders to go knock down the wall, then remounting and getting away. It's not a bad little tactic. Never seen that done before in all my years of Total War. Cavalry is actually in its own right quite key, but it's not a bad little tactic. He's also going through the gate over here. Don't think that's going to achieve a lot. Yeah, these Mumakil clubmen just getting speared by pikes and spears. And the units that are landing here not doing that great. Serpent Guard here really suffering. Archers are having a hard time as well getting set up. They should really just try and like nullify these yeomen. They're not good archers. I know you don't need to have quality archers in Dawnless Days to do well, but if you're going archer v archer, the better value archers, like the more expensive ones, are going to do better if you're shooting at other opposing archers. Yeah, the Axis here, they are doing just fine against the Serpent Guard. They are apparently losing. Oh, we've got a general in here as well, Ravani and Axeman. Another great target there to shoot is just kill Dale's general. He's going to send him in. It's a shock infantry unit. It's very vulnerable to missiles. Just kill him off. The HARAD do still have some very, very elite units though. And they do Nakori, and they have a Mumakil general, which is an interesting unit to bring. And we do have Trollmen. I think this is a Warriors of Arda unit as well. Looks like a very, very cool shock infantry unit. So that's going to be funny to see go into action, the Trollmen. I think there has been like a mutant unit added. I think to vanilla, I think that is there's a plan for that. But that we have one sort of like already is quite fun as well. I imagine it's super strong, being like part troll. We have got Locrium bows over here getting focused down. They are dueling with the archers here. They are shooting the sentinels. As I was kind of saying earlier, they shoot them. But by doing so, they are just allowing the Sylvan archers to shoot them back in return. And they're staying very healthy, the Sylvan archers, while these Locrium bows being focused, I think, one at a time. I think it's this middle one here now, being shot to pieces. So yeah, you kind of, if that's happening as a player, you should stop shooting shock and polearms, whatever you're shooting, start shooting the archers. I mean, you should really, if you're facing the elves, be shooting these sylvan archers anyway straight away, because they are, the biggest asset to an elven player is his bows, or one of his biggest assets, at least is his bows. That's what they're known for. But yes, instead he is shooting shock and stuff like that, and these are tier 2 shock infantry. They probably might kill 1 or 2 of your unit. It's probably more likely 1 unit before they eventually run out of steam. But yeah, he looks like he's falling back now as the Eastling player. Losing 2 arch units is enough of a message for him to realize he has lost that engagement. I'm surprised that the shielded halberds haven't given it a go, because there is no polearms over here defending this. And these could just gate wardens. I mean, they could shift some there, the Hall Guardians, but whether they'd win, I don't know. Being a modded unit, they might beat Hall Guardians. This is not good either. We've got Runic Warlords landing at the bottom of the wall, and they're going into polearms. They should have gone attack them like lowered anywhere else but there. That's for sure. Dale looking really healthy, I'd just like to say.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
You've got the yeomen here. They are just gutting stuff down. Oh, yeah, can't really go a great angle. Oh, I guess that might do. But yeah, look at that, just shooting into the clubmen as they like come through the gate. Poor guys. I'm not gonna lie, this is quite sad to see HARAD struggle. Having done the HARAD campaign, sort of having that attachment to HARAD, yeah, seeing their army kind of just dissipate like this is quite sad.
Our forces have found
Again, landing HARAD lances. Interesting, yeah, interestingly brought them as 2 units of cav. That's really not that great. It's just light shock cav, and he's charging the spears, and he's not taking the gates. The oils might drop in him. I don't know if it has been disabled on this map. I think it is on most. Yeah, charging in the Dalian Spear Guards, he's going to get himself killed on those. As I was saying, they're a light shock cav going against spears through a very congested spot, not getting a good charge bonus, and getting shot by the archers up on that little tower. Yeah, that is a very quick way to kill off your cavalry. He's using archer ammo here really nicely to get side shots, but he's side shooting shipmen, which is not a bad target, I guess. I'd still want to be killing off range units or pike units. And look at this, Dale is now falling back. He's kind of opening up into a bit of a U around the gate. So when HARAD does come in with his forces, he can hit them from all flanks. And yeah, that is going to be good. I mean, battle is not over, but the attackers are now having less troops than the defenders, which is never a good sign. And the Mumakils are yet to be committed, but they could game change. They can still get, yeah, 300, 400, 500 kills quite easily. And a few silly mistakes. The defenders can always lose a lot of troops as well. One of them being here. Surprised they haven't sent forward a Hall Guardian. Maybe they feel like they don't need to. They're not really losing. The Gate Wardens are holding nicely. I kind of do want to see these shielded halberds do okay in melee. They seem to be getting their swords out, quite a lot of them. Be intrigued to see whether they go send Thranduil out through a different gate to try and hammer and anvil some stuff, because I don't think... Oh no, they do have a general, the Bane in the Steppes general. I think all the HARAD lances have been committed. I guess the Mumakils could be a problem for Thranduil, but not really. But yeah, there you go. Looks like Dale sent out some shit and they got killed off. Trollmen going in now. Yeah, I don't think the oil's hurting these guys. You can hear the noise of it, but I don't think it's actually killing anyone. They've only lost 1 Trollman. In go the Trollmen now. They're huge tusks. They got, I don't know if I like the weird silvery shine to them. They are actually killing these Violent Watchmen. These Trollmen are, yeah, doing pretty well. I think also Archers. Yeah, Archers are actually side-shotting, which is really good. But yeah, Trollmen are winning this fight. That's something. They're going to need at least, I bet they're capped to 1, but they could have done with at least a few more of those units. They are a very light shock infantry, so I bet if they get shot by missiles, they will struggle. Looks like more yeomen are being set up onto that tower to do exactly that. So just blast down and hurt those Trollmen. And yeah, more polearms going in. They're losing, actually. The spears are beating back the polearms. That's crazy. They aren't getting their polearms out. That's part of the problem. Oh, now they do. Yeah, I don't know if that really works. I feel like you're not in phalanx formation. You're just kind of fighting in there. Very cool, though. It's a cool unit. And they look very cool when they get their swords out. They do end up just kind of like becoming a low-trim swordsman. But just a worse one. There you go. I think we're going to see the shock go in here. They're going to just help try and knock these halberds back. We're seeing here the runic. Whoa, jeez, all 3 runic warlords here just being absolutely annihilated. The whole guy's up for a silver chevron. Yeah, really, really. Yeah, like this is what not to do. I know that like we want to see really good sieges, but sometimes I feel like these siege replays are really good for educating people. Like, this is what not to do. Do not land on a wall here and then go, I guess we charge down into the polearms. I guess maybe he felt like he had no choice. The archers were shooting him. That's why you got to try and kill the archers off, force them back from the walls, or just land at any other point. He had other landing points, like along the wall. He had another one here, a couple more by these towers. Could have done that. So during the Corey and trolls are through as trollmen. And there is definitely a gap there, and the Dune Corey have gone for it. They're getting javied though in the face for their crimes here. The shipman might still javi while some melee, which does devastating effect. Yep, there you go. It's something that I wish was just sorted. There you go. There's Dune Corey immediately losing. Why never charge into a unit that has javi ammo? Because they will just hit you point blank range and do even more damage. They have routed this shipman here, which is great. I was going to say they're running out of ammo, but they are setting up another shipman, another yeoman with ammo. That's going to do some damage. They do need to think about getting the baby Mûmakils in there, but that's also getting shot at by the towers at the moment, the archer towers. Interesting to bring it as a general. Why not just, like, I don't know, bring a cav general instead? The Mûmakils as just a generic Mûmak. But hopefully the Aduna Kori do suck up all of the fire, so the Mûmakils can just go in and just get a lot of infantry kills. That would be ideal. They might also just have to avoid the pikes. That's part of the problem. They have to attack on this left-hand side here. But yeah, can be no dallying around. There is still another yeoman unit here with ammo. That's the only problem that I'm a little concerned about. And we're seeing shipmen shift across. They are concerned about those Mûmakils, which is understandable because they are nasty. War Priest of Rune, they're going in. They've landed towers. They have towers here, but they're not just going through one choke point. That's never going to work, Eastlings. You need to stretch your opponent. I mean, you could put the Carnage Sentries onto the wall, and then you could just javi down into all the shock here. It could do some real damage to them. And then, like, the Elven player can't really then at that point defend the walls. He's got spears, which could, but the polearms definitely can't. So yeah, those Carnage Sentries on the wall could make a massive difference. The War Priests should probably go there as well. Let the polearms just fight out in the choke point while they can. And the Mûmakils are in. I think they are running through, which is good. They are allowed to pull through. Kind of how they're built to be used. And they've just carved a hole in the line here. Got Serpent Rangers as well going in. They're just trying to run down these archers while they have them in melee, which is a good idea. Can they get Dale's General? If they can get Dale's General, massive win. They might be able to master out Dale. And honestly, I still back HARAD to do this. They have some top tier elite units. I mean, let's see if we can find the Trollmen. They have 41 out of 60 left. They are exhausted or tired, which is probably why they're in a lot of trouble. You can see the polearms pulling out of combat here. It's kind of screwing these shipmen over. And you can see, look at that. They are running down the Ravani Axemen. If the Mûmakils here keeps running through the pikes before they can set up, they'll do a lot of damage to these guys. The next line as well is a tiny little line. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely flattening these Watchmen. Mûmakils here getting insane kills. Come on. Keep going, boys. Keep going. Run through them all. They might want to be careful with this one. Yeah, I was going to say, nice little micro. They're getting around the Mûmakils, getting around the pike, sorry, with the Mûmakils. Didn't really matter. These guys went straight through. Didn't matter. They just flattened them anyway. And now they're going to rear charge. They're still going for that general. They are trying to rear charge shipmen. That's kind of working, assisting the Aduna Kori, which are surrounded right now. These poor Aduna Kori. Risk is, though, if that General Mûmakil does die, his army will go with him. You can see the archers now are training down on him. But they are breaking a lot in. Ravani and Axeman breaking, and we're seeing a mass rout actually here from Dale. Massive mass rout. I say massive, there's about 3 or 4 units, but that's pretty huge, and there's going to be quite a few more going, it looks. And he's just romping around. They've yet to lose a Mûmak. The archers here, yeah, nearly out of ammo, and I guess because they're cheap archers, they're not doing the damage. Pikes are still getting flattened as well. They're not really being able to set up in a proper phalanx, and the players using Mûmaks correctly. And look at that. That choke point dealt with. And all of a sudden, balance of power is shifting back in favor of the attackers. They have 500 men left, though, but they have a Mûmak and a Dream. And they don't have to annihilate the enemy. They could just go for the victory point. Love to see that. I think it's Dale over here, yeah, with his yeoman. He's actually forgotten. I think he's got them here, but he is trying to resupply, which is good because he's going to need the ammo to deal with those Mûmaks. But yeah, they are still very healthy, and they are going to go again for another rear charge here onto the Ravani Axeman. They get that one. They'll mop up Dale here very nicely. And you need to be careful. That Aduna Quarry can definitely go through. And the Trollman maybe, but they don't want to pull through too much. There you go. Nice rear charge. They'd have been better off staying in melee, I was going to say, because that would have given more benefits to the Mûmaks there with that rear charge. Break the shock, though, really nice. Probably going to get that shipment as well in a second. And then Dale is gone. Look at that. Wow. And as you can see, we have a massive retreat here from the Woodland Realm. Eastlings, if they just kept themselves in the game, I honestly feel like they have a good chance of winning this right now. I don't know if they will at this point. It's still a massive, massive gulf. It's 4-1 in favor of the defenders now, which, granted, it does sound a lot. But the Mûmaks, as we've just seen, are insane. But yeah. Eastlings here making some horrendous mistakes, really, to be honest. But those Mûmaks, yeah, they're running stuff down. If they can freshen them up, they are winded at the moment. It's not too bad. They can definitely still get a lot of kills. They could, if they can try and run the elves down. But yeah, running down Elven polearms and spears, whole different sort of kettle of fish compared to running down Manish ones. You can see the elves are running. They anticipated what the Mûmaks are going to try and do. The Mûmaks, yeah, now tired. They might want to think about resting up. And also elves are now returning with ammo from their resupplies, as are the men of Dale as well. You can see the yeomen here getting all their resupplies. Looks like they have a lot of resupply barrels, which I feel like is a little bit of abuse of game rules. I always feel like 1 per team is fine, but yeah, they've definitely brought a lot, and you can see the archers now are just going to keep shooting. Mûmaks are in a bit of a sticky position because if they keep going forward, yeah, they can get those archers, but the polearms and spears here are just going to encircle them. They'll have to go out towards the beach if they want to escape, which is not the easiest of escape routes either. So yeah, these baby Mûmaks could be in a bit of trouble. And if he dies, that, like I said, that's the general gone. That might rout and finish the HARAD army. And there goes the first Mûmak. And they are starting to drop. Yeah, oh my gosh, they're getting just blitzed at point-blank range. The Sylvan Archers obviously have the quality to defeat the Mûmaks, it seems, to shoot them down. Maybe the Yeoman did enough damage initially. But yeah, these Mumakil are, yes, sadly dying. They've got so many chevrons. Oh, jeez, I volleyed at the last second there. Still 2 Mûmaks. They are getting in amongst the elves. They rout that one, though. Oh, sorry, they kill that one, though. They might rout them. They might not. There's another one so far back. The general is still not dead, which I'm surprised. Oh, that's not him either. This guy must be the general. Oh, yeah, I think that might be him. Dead, yep, dead. And that is the final Mûmak dead. And I think it's going to be a mass rout there with the general dying. HARAD's going to rout. And I think, because there's not a lot left of the Eastlings, he's going to rout as well. Which is a shame, because I honestly thought that was going to be the comeback of the century with the Mûmaks. Yeah, so it looked like they were going to just to destroy Dale, which they did, and then maybe go on and defeat the Woodland Realm as well, which is a shame. A valiant defeat, that's for sure. Nice to see, you know, a player sending in a defeat. Usually, you know, the replays are sent in from the victor's point of view. But yeah, I feel like Gamba Jamba, who was playing as HARAD, honestly did a pretty good job for himself. I think he could have played his attack on the walls a bit better. But yeah, certainly I would have shot the Dalian archers with my own arch if I was him. And then, I don't know, it's hard after that. You then got to try and play it slow, try and shoot units by the walls. But it is difficult. It really is. It's not that was not an easy attack, and it shows with some of his units here. His Aduna did well though, 216, 222. One of his archers, 205 kills. Cav was a bit of a weird choice. I would just have not bothered with these guys. And then the Aduna the Mumakil here getting 688 kills. Show how insane they are. I guess maybe the Cav is worried about Sally's. That's all I could think. We have Azagal here playing as these slings. Really rough game for him. And honestly, I think he made it pretty hard on himself. He had nothing here really of note that gets great kills. Polearm's getting the most, 52. But yeah, went through a very narrow choke point. He either should have just supported HARAD or attacked on a different wall. Really difficult wall to attack where he attacked. And he attacked in 2 different places and didn't really support either. And then we have Batwin Max playing as Dale. His Axeman here, 122 kills. One of his Shipmen, 166 kills. 135 with another Axeman. His Pike, 66 kills. His Arch is kind of his MVP. He's getting 155, 113, 106. Then we have the Killer playing as the Woodland Realm. 117 kills with the Forest Sentinels here. 200 kills with another Forest Sentinel. 103. And then we have Gate Wardens with 128 kills. 364 kills with the Hall Guardians. And his Archers, again, also MVPs. The defenders won because of their archers and using them correctly. 240 kills with the Sylvan Archers, 227 with another there, 216 and 173. Very, very good kills. But there you go, guys. That's today's Dawnless Days siege battle. If you did enjoy and want to see more Lord of the Rings action, do check out the videos appearing on your screen now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, join the Discord if you want to get involved in any battles or send your own in. And I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.